So would you say you grew up in an entrepreneurial background or family?
Yeah, so I grew up like knowing that my mom used to run like a fashion entrepreneur. Even though like later in the future, I even wanted to like start my own brand too, but like fashion is like capital intensive. So that did not happen. But something changed. Like
What
one
changed?
event that I went to, Social Media Week Lagos. Changed the trajectory of my life entirely. I immersed myself in that event for like 1 week. I started seeing young people doing stuff like building things. Like it blew my mind. And that time I started getting interest in like writing code and Python and everything. I just registered and just got a text message from like Code Lagos that you've qualified. That's like where my proper like tech. That's like my introduction.
What exactly is Stylebitt and what does Stylebitt do?
The general goal is big. It's like think of building like a digital infrastructure for
Hello and welcome to the Made in Africa podcast. I'm your host, Kemeshi Samuel. And in the studio here with us today, we have Ibrahim Gana. Ibrahim is co-founder and CEO at Stylebitt. Thank you for doing this with us, Ibrahim. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Fantastic. So let's kick it off real quick. I asked this question first to my guests to see
if the environment they grew up in sort of like influenced their current trajectory as an entrepreneur or a founder. So would you say you grew up in an entrepreneurial background or family?
Not necessarily, but fashion itself, because my mom used to be like a fashion entrepreneur.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I grew up like knowing that my mom used to run like a fashion entrepreneur. And even though like later in the future, I even wanted to like start my own brand too, but like fashion is like capital intensive. So that did not happen, right? So I would say yes in like the sense of like what I'm building like right now. It like influence me focus on like, so it's like a personal thing.
So very, very often founders fall into two categories, right? Some, the problem they are trying to solve they've been impacted by it directly, while others it stems from the industry that they are already in. So they discovered not necessarily a problem that affects them, but some gaps that they feel can be plugged in. So it's interesting to see that it's from a personal experience and your connection with your mom. Tell us a bit of what it was like growing up, early childhood education and university, previous work experience before Stylebitt.
Okay, so growing up, small family of 4. So like 4 kids, 2 guys, 2 boys, 2 ladies, and grew up in Lagos. Went to primary school, secondary school. Like I went to St. Gabriel's College. And so then I went up north, which is like when I went to Maiduguri for the first time after like a long time, even though like that's like my stage, right? So I stayed there for a bit, but the course I was studying that time, I did not like it. Like, so I wanted to always do architecture. But like I got like mechanical engineering. So after like a while, like I just came back to Lagos. And
what was the experience like living up there in the north compared to the time you had spent here in Lagos?
So the culture shock, because like growing up here and most of my time here, everybody would say like Hausa boy. Then I went to up north, they would be calling me Yoruba boy, and like
oh wow,
or Lagos boy, and like, so it was like
where do I
just started thinking like it's like I'm just floating, right? But after a while,
crisis,
and I assumed some certain type of things, because I just assumed that Northern or like maybe people will be more religious or something. I don't know, but staying there for a bit made me know that like they're still humans. Like people are still people. Yes, there's this religion, like, but it's just what you see on media and stuff like that. So that's, I think I don't regret going because like it helped me be like in tune with like culture and all those things, and and because of I did not have the opportunity to grow up there, so like that was like a very great experience for me. So I enjoyed my time there, and made like a lot of new great friends. And so when I came back, I wasn't doing anything, and I was thinking like, what do I do next?
Right.
And I got this job in this facility management company, so we're like managing like buildings and things like that. So like I don't know if you know 1004 housing estate, like in VI. So like we're managing all those properties, like Adenuga properties, like in Ikoyi, and the head office was in Nigerian Society of Engineers.
Okay.
So anytime I go to the head office, because I see like the Nigerian Society of Engineers coming to do stuff.
Okay.
And I started thinking to myself, like, so if I did engineering, this is how I'll be. Like, like they'll come, write exam, and just like, I was like, nah, I'm glad I did not do this thing.
Okay, so they write like exams frequently.
Yeah, so they come and write like certain type of examination, like,
and they expire.
Yeah,
that they
so
need
to qualify to get the certification. So they use that NSC, Nigerian Society of Engineers building. And the thing is, the funny thing is, I think there's 3 or 4 floors.
Yeah.
So imagine a Nigerian Society of Engineering building, but the elevator does not work.
Oh.
So that's those type of things just ring in my head. I'm like, nah.
I made the right call.
So after that bit, then I was still thinking like going back like fully to school.
Yeah.
And I needed something that at that time my brain has shifted, like my mind has shifted, like I already knew what I wanted and stuff. So I registered for National Open University. And so the thing about what they tell you about National Open University, is it?
It's flexible.
It's flexible. When you enter, then you start seeing like it's the normal Nigerian university. It's just that, like the stress is too much.
Wow.
It's not no structure.
Wow.
Nothing. Like, okay, you see your timetable. You're supposed to do like exams, and they just change it all of a sudden. So imagine you have a work like 9 to 5 that you're doing, then you've already collected the excuse that okay, I'm having exam this period,
right?
And now they shifted it.
Oh my!
Like if you work in a place that's very strict, like it's going to really disturb. So I did that till COVID.
Okay.
Because going into I think I've missed a timeline. So so I was considering at that time, but I did not go.
Okay.
But something changed. Like one event that I went to that just changed the trajectory of my life entirely. So there's this event called Social Media Week Lagos.
Okay.
So it's been going on for like a while, and I wanted to always attend, but I've not always been around. So this particular year, I was like this one, I'm going to go.
Yes.
So time for going into, this was 2019, 2018. Like, so going into the year already, this event happened like in February, going into March, like last end of the month. So I was like, okay, I've planned for this. I planned for this since like
the
October.
Year before,
So like this is when I'm going to take my leave, do everything. So anytime I want to go, they'll say, Ibrahim, no, like you cover for this person, cover for this person. I will not argue. Everybody will say, Ibrahim, cover for. When I want to go, they say, no, why do you want to go? Why is it important? I should send email.
Okay.
Then I don't know if he's going to watch this about my boss, my superior at that time. That guy was, he knows, you know yourself. Right? So he was not just like for no reason. Like I don't know why he didn't want me to. So he like, okay, explain why you want to go there. And like I want to use this as my leave.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
why I'm going is not your problem. I already gotten my tickets, my everything. It's like a 1 week event. So I did not argue too much, right? Because at that time, my brain is just like, so what I did was I waited till Friday.
Okay.
I waited till Friday. Then I sent an email
Yeah.
of where I'm going, what I'm going to do, and how it will like help me as an individual, like add value to the company. I waited till like closing hour before I sent it, so nobody would reply me.
Yeah. Smart.
So after I sent it, Monday came.
Right.
Nobody looked for me because I already sent it. I went. So I went to that event. So it's always held like in Landmark.
Yeah.
I think they've changed it now to something else. So I immersed myself in that event for like 1 week. I started seeing, like, you know, when it's like your eye was closed. Then something opened, like
opportunity.
all these things are happening. Like, I mean, I'm just here doing facility work, like pushing plumbers and doing electric.
Yeah.
Like, it just dawned on me, like, damn, Ibrahim.
There's so much more.
There's so much more. Like, and you was like seeing young people doing stuff, like building things. Like, it was just, it blew my mind. And that's like the most organized. You know, when you attend something and it's stuck with you, like, I've not experienced any event that like was very organized like that. So they're like different sections, like different things happening. And that was like, this was 2018. That was like one of the first time. Yeah. By that time, I already gotten to listen to podcasts.
Okay.
But that was like the first time. I remember one guy, like I remember the podcast session I entered, and the guy was saying that start a podcast today because in the future, like if you are in this field and you start it today, like by the time it pops, like you guys will be the one leading in that. So I started thinking, maybe I'll start something about facility management or something. I don't know that something will change that. So I was just experiencing, just taking everything in, taking everything in. Then the week ended. So at the time of doing those sessions, there's one particular session about Code Lagos.
Okay.
So Code Lagos was like a Lagos State program to train like 1 million Lagosian before the year 2020 and stuff like that. Okay. So I was in the crowd. I just sat and listened to it.
Yeah.
I just codelagos.com. I just googled it, saw it, and I just registered. Because that time I started gotten interest in like writing code and Python and everything. I just registered and just left it.
Yeah.
So I went back to the work on Monday. That was like the longest 1 week of my life. Like everybody just started annoying me. Like, you know, when you're just pissed, like everybody just do stuff and like you're just
you're not just having it your spirit was no, like
I just felt like I've left this place. Yeah. Everybody started noticing like Ibrahim was wrong. I'm like nothing. I'll go to my So there's this meeting that we always have like Fridays and stuff, and we had that meeting. That meeting, like, it's like we do it. It's like I don't think CBN do meeting like the way we do meeting in that company.
Right.
So like it got too tiring, and that was when I just said that this was like the Friday. Yeah. And that's when we had that meeting, and I was just like, because I was so sad that I rested on the table, and my boss was like, Ibrahim, what's wrong with you? Don't worry, I'm going to get to you. And like, so if she starts, like she's going to blast everybody one by one. Wow. Everybody's going to take. Yeah. So then I just know that I've zoned out, and everybody was like, Ibrahim, do you have anything that you want to do? I'm like, I don't have anything I'm going to do, but like the fear of the unknown is going to keep me here, and I'll just be thinking like, let me hold this one before
I find something else.
Yeah, so what I just did was, that's when Monday came. Yeah. I came to the office. They thought I came to work. Okay. But the thing is, on Friday I bought phone from Jumia.
Okay.
So the reason I came to work was to collect the phone. So I sat down downstairs and like, Ibrahim, come upstairs. I'm going to come and collect.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm not working again. Oh, wow. It was like, what do you mean I'm not working
again?
Had
you discussed it with anybody?
No.
Okay.
Like, I'm not working again. Like, what do you mean I'm not working? Come and meet me upstairs. I'm like, okay. She went upstairs and she was waiting for me. Me, I was waiting for my phone. Right. Immediately, they just brought the phone. Because my phone was bad, so I was using like the company phone to put my second. Yes. So I just put the system back in the company phone, carry my ID card. I just went upstairs. I just dropped it like, peace.
Peace out. Wow.
Like, I did not wish the paper to do any letter or anything. I mean, it's one of the... I wish I did not live like that. But like...
In retrospect.
Like thinking about it. I mean, if I see my boss today, like, I will not be angry, right? But like, because... But you know when... That time, there are too many things running through her.
Yeah, like, I totally get it.
But, I mean, that's like one thing I felt like...
You could have done better.
Yes. But aside that... I didn't regret leaving. Right. So I left, and I was thinking of the next thing to do. Then my dad was still alive because he died in 2019.
Oh,
he did not see COVID.
So sorry.
So my uncle was getting married, and he was like, Ibrahim, you not go to the side. I did not tell anybody that I've resigned.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can take break from work now. We just go. So we went. So I went to Niger, Nasarawa, Abuja. So those times I was using it to think. I was taking pictures, just doing other things.
Right.
I was not sure what to do next, but I was thinking, thinking in my head, what would be like the next thing I do. So back in Abuja after the wedding, then I just got a text message from like Code Lagos that you've qualified, that you can start your thing. That's everything just changed.
Nice.
So that one event I went to, saw this, and before you know, I started like a coding, like this thing. I started learning Python. So that transitioned. That's like where my listening into tech
started.
But like growing up, I grew up using the computer. Like, so computer was not really like a new thing to me. Like, but like now, like proper like tech. That's like my introduction into tech. And after like those sessions, after it was, because like a few weeks, like they give you like foundation, then you can use that to start
to build
on
it,
and so from there, like there's this Google scholarship thing that was there, so we got that. So from those things, started going to events, meeting people, and that's where like you just started knowing your people, having your own knowing
building
people,
that community
and that's how like
space.
I just started transition like into tech, and like started working in tech.
Can you remember your first job as a developer?
I didn't. So technically, I will not say. So even though I wrote code, I did not write code professionally because even when for a bit we had like this contract with I joined this boot camp thing. So we got like a scholarship for like 4 months or something to learn like .NET. So while I was doing that program, I got a call from my uncle that like, his tech company, they're looking for somebody to represent them in Lagos here, like in Dangote, like they're building stuff for them. I'm like, sign me up.
Why not?
So I just left that boot camp and this thing. So I worked. Even all the time I did like the tech stuff. So it was more like I did not get to write like code.
I hear you.
In the end, but like I did that personally. So it was like more of like business analyst type of thing. Then from there, transition like doing like a lot of product design. Then I got like a remote gig later in like a Canadian startup. So it's like a law tech.
All right.
So it's before this ChatGPT thing became like crazy. But this was when like already joined Nextford.
Yes, tell us about Nextford. I understand that you met your co-founder through Nextford. How did you find your way to Nextford?
So it was during COVID. Now, where like lost my dad, right? So COVID entered, and this event that I'm saying, like they did like the 2022 one. Like a lot of people were supposed to come into the country because at the end of the year, there's like 15,000 people, like 20,000 people like come across that event like every year. But that 2021, there are not too many people, and maybe investment was low because people could not fly in.
Exactly,
Like, it did not look like
there was that global lockdown. So,
but people were not sure of what would happen. Like, right? They did not know that how serious this was outside.
Yeah.
So after that, I think that's like the last event that I went to outside. So after then, before you know it now,
The lockdown.
before like ending February, March, everybody indoors. And that's when, a lot of people had time to think because, when everything is just moving very fast, you're trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Now, like, the world has slowed down. Now your brain...
You have time to reflect.
Yeah, so that's when I started thinking. At that time, I've started National Open University.
Okay.
I was going to my second year.
Yeah.
But like the stress that I did to write exam in the first one, I started thinking, like, this thing will not do. So I started thinking, okay. I started looking for like something that would give me flexible, not that flexible that they're talking about. So like University of People, but it still take like the same 4 years and stuff like that.
Right.
I've always seen Nextford, but when you see something, but like you see something, but it will be popping up somewhere.
You've
like
not just gotten that push to look into it.
Then I just saw there's this girl Victoria. I don't know if you know, but like I always see her video on YouTube.
Okay.
Because I'm like always on YouTube.
Right.
So this time around, it pops up. Then I'm trying to remember how I got her contact.
Okay.
So I called her.
Yeah.
About it, like how far, like I'm trying to register for this, like what is it like? So she explained everything for me and like pros and cons and this and that, and I started seeing like, this thing is like looking like what I want.
Exactly what I want.
And I was curious, right? How do you run? So Nextword is a school, but it's a startup.
Yeah.
So how do you run something to scale like that at that type of level? So those type of thinking was in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, the only way to know is
to go and experience it.
So I'm like, okay. I just signed up. Like, spoke to somebody. I registered. The advisor or something. Yeah. She was calling me. I know that course she was trying to sell market. I'm like, see, you don't need to sell me. I'm already registering. I'm like, silly. Trying to get my card to pay right now. So don't worry. Don't advertise anything for me. I've done my research.
Yes.
So I signed up to Nextford.
Yeah.
And at that time, Olamidun was like the country manager.
Yes.
And where Nextford had this socials every quarter. It was like Nextford socials where people meet in person.
I know that.
So that's where me and Precious started meeting. So we meet the first time, like we're having conversation. Then would meet, like, when you just meet the first time, but you guys will not like, it's not like you talk, but
you don't become best friends.
Then later you meet again and like, oh, you know this person now.
Yeah, exactly. They become
so we've met in that type of event like 3 times.
All right.
Then there's one in 2021.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that was like one of the last big ones.
Okay.
So he held in VI.
Yeah.
VI / Lucky.
Yeah.
So it was like / award type of thing.
Yeah.
And that day I won like 4 awards, right?
Wow.
So like one of the award was most likely to own a tech startup.
Interesting.
So and that time me and Precious were sitting down when I stood up to go and collect it. And at that time he was running. He was just. I think that time he had shut down his fashion business.
Okay.
And he was working for a fashion business at that time. And he started making jokes. He said, me, I did run business. They give you an award for that. You will never even start. So we started laughing about it then. But that started the conversation.
Okay.
Right? And like, let's build something. We started talking, like, let's build something. So after that event, we started talking.
An idea.
And so beyond that, just meeting in socials and just talk. Because we had our phone numbers. We already did that Nextford networking thing on Clubhouse. Like trying to bring all like
learners together.
New learners and old people that have graduated together. So we had this, I will never forget this phone conversation. So we had it and he said, okay, I have this thing that I've been keeping in the low, and this is what it is.
Okay.
So I don't know the reaction he was expecting when he told me, but like immediately he told me, I'm like, I'm jumping on this, like, and I think for me jumping on it to like give him, because at that time he probably thought about this idea is probably like crazy, right? But when he told me, because of that personal, listen, like, I like this, like, let's work on this. So we started that conversation from there. This was like December.
Okay.
Like a few days after that event. Right. So going into
December of 2021 or 2022?
2021. Okay. December 2021. Yeah. So that's when we started having that conversation. Right. So then entering into 2022.
Yeah.
The idea started like, okay, we started doing like research to be sure more, like collect like feedback and all those type of things. Because originally there's a version that he already created.
Okay.
So a fashion company was using it.
Yes. Interesting.
Yeah.
Does he write code as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So a fashion company was using it.
Yeah.
And he saw like how this thing would be like, right? So after he closed his own like fashion business because of COVID, like he got funding and everything, but after spending money, like COVID happened and all those resources. So now he started thinking of how does he do stuff. This is from his own end now. So what he did was starting consulting for fashion companies and building tools for them.
Okay.
So that's when a fashion business came and they wanted like a tool that would help them with their business. So that's when the original scrappy idea came. And that version, he was working in a fashion business. Yeah. And that gives him like a clear view of like how the operation runs from like end to end and everything. And so when he told me like he's thinking of, let's build this thing and scale it for more businesses. Like it would be valuable for more businesses using this structure. I'm like, let's do that. Okay. So I designed like the first, like did like a sketch, did the design. Before you know it, like we did like the first version and it went out. Like personally, as somebody that like transitioning to many roles and started doing design, I didn't like the version and everything because like. So, and that's why it's great to have like two time, different people.
The first version was just you and him at the time.
No, the first version was only him.
Okay.
So this one that's called Stylebitt is the one that we built together.
And how did you come up with the name Stylebitt?
It was him, but the Stylebitt, the name is just style.
Yeah.
Then beat is 0 and 1.
Oh, I see. Oh, nice. Nice. It marries the two industries really, really
so
well.
Just like tech and fashion.
I love it.
That's how that idea started, and like I was worried that this thing does not look like the way I want it to look. I was worried about all this aesthetics and everything, but like it's good. That's why those type of things taught me a lot. Like having that second person. Yeah. If I was alone, I'd probably take longer to release
the product. Yeah.
But like with him, like we pushed it that way. And when the people start using it, the things I was worried about, they didn't even see it.
Amazing.
So they just start using.
Yeah. You know, that's why they always advise founders to get their product out into the market as quickly as possible.
Allow people use it.
And see what they interact with.
Because you always want to tweak one thing. You always want to tweak one thing.
That's very true.
So, and that's how, you know, like, now problem, okay, we coming into 2022.
Yeah.
Coming into 2022, we started like doing all the stuff.
Right.
But we got really serious about it when that was like the nod that we needed. Okay. So it was this CC Hub Createch Accelerator program.
Yeah.
We applied and we got in, like one of the 15 startups that got in. And that was like a validation that what we're doing. So that accelerator was built for like people building the creative. So people in like fashion, gaming, entertainment, music. Right. And that's the small thing that we needed. And that from there.
Yeah. At the time, were both of you working full time on the product?
So we were doing like not full time.
Yeah.
Not full time. But right now we're full time.
Yes.
But that time he was working for another company, which I was working.
Okay.
So we're trying to flesh out like the whole thing, and we went through before he actually even went back to build that thing.
Right.
We went like multiple stages, like looking for like the third person that will build this thing.
Yes.
So we actually even got a friend. He was at Nextwood, particular period, but like he left for the UK later.
Right.
So like we went through like. So when we go into the accelerator, our idea, our thinking is before the end of this program, let's build an MVP so that will raise money. That was the thinking.
Yes.
But while we were inside, time was going. We've not done anything. It was like, so we will get this person, and the person will say they want to start. Before you know it,
they will fall off.
They will say, this thing is not paying right now. We will not.
I get
like,
that.
They want to do other things, and we understand, right?
Bills need to be paid.
We got like up to like 3 or 4 people, and this was like our friends, like close people, and like I cannot do. I thought I could do it, but this will not work. I'm like, okay. So we reached like close to the end of the program. There's no MVP in sight and nothing. Wow. So now we have to go back, roll up our sleeve and do this thing ourselves. So what we did was we just did the normal this thing pitch. I'm like, okay, we need support and all this thing. And there was no pressure anymore after the program. Right. So we had to like calm down, take our time, do what we need to do and build. Right. And because of like then we were working. Yeah. So there's too much to do. So we finally pushed out like the first version in 2023. Okay. After like just going like this thing shot, because now the momentum was like
building up.
Yeah. So the Stylebitt as a product went live in 2023.
Okay. Like, now, please hold that thought. What exactly is Stylebitt and what does Stylebitt do? What is the problem you're trying to solve with Stylebitt?
So the goal is big, like the general goal is big. It's like think of building like a digital infrastructure for in simple term. I don't want to be doing technical like an operating system
please.
For fashion businesses. So think of a tool that will allow anything that they'll plug in to allow their businesses
run fine.
So basically digitizing everything that they do.
That's in terms of like the operations and admin parts of the business.
So most people when they hear fashion tech or like that, they just assume it's e-commerce. But that's not the play. For us, we're focused on like the operation, which is where businesses need and where they lack. And that's why you hear that you hear all the noise about fashion, and you hear also where I'm sure everybody have an experience where their tailor did not deliver on time. So they're creative, right? But when it comes to business, like they're not really
their processes need to be made more efficient.
So one of those reasons is no structure. And without structure, that industry will not have like funding.
Exactly,
because like fashion is categorized under the creative economy. So those type of things, as simple as it seems, like knowing that this is how much I made. Because like I remember one of our users, I was talking to him because like we talk to our users like every day, and I was asking him like, why do you find it interesting and how is it solving your own problem? And I was like, for him, there's one time he was trying to apply for something like grant or like, but he missed out on that thing because there was no record of like how much he was making. So as simple as something like that.
Wow.
So now he can go back and look at, this is how much I made.
Exactly.
For somebody, they now have like their measurement in their pocket.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Like imagine where like I'm supposed to I know somebody that have lost like a measurement of like they've been keeping for like maybe a couple of years.
Wow, of their clients.
Yeah, so imagine misplacing something, or you now, you come, or you have a fashion business, like somebody running a fashion business for as long as 10 years.
Yeah.
Imagine how, if you're documenting those measurements on paper, imagine, and you're
Losing
not
those.
a regular customer.
Yeah.
So it means that anytime you come,
They'll have to take my
I'll
my
be
measurement
searching,
again.
even if I'm searching, I'll search for a very long time and will not find those things. So those simple things. So Stylebitt helps you
document
your internal process. So digitizing everything.
Amazing.
So you don't need to be there physically to run your business. So your team creating invoice, tracking your order from end to end. And there's this part where, I mean, me, I've experienced this one where you give the tailor your material and this thing, and they finish it, but they've misplaced your clothes. They don't know who brought what.
Yeah, exactly.
So
happens a lot.
You can take like snapshot of like what you brought and your sample and everything, and those things are
just know where to go to.
So
to
now
find
I can tell you
that you need.
With you can track that. Oh, I'm making with data. You can tell that. Oh, I'm been making a lot of kaftan this period. Maybe I should add more tailors that can do this. Right. So like with the businesses, like the one that was using Stylebitt at that time, we like migrating that person to Stylebitt now, and you start seeing that like people are now delivering on time because they have something to track end to end processes. Nobody is most of these guys hold everything. They think you, as humans, you think that you can keep everything in your head. Because now you just see this thing is new. You think you keep it in your head, but after a while you forgot.
True.
And that split seconds. Oh, this person is supposed to collect their clothes in you promise in 2 days. So now you have something to help you deliver. So it's a B2B. So in simple terms, Stylebitt is a B2B SaaS that helps like fashion entrepreneurs digitize their operations so that they operate efficiently.
Fantastic. Now, since launching Stylebitt properly in 2023, what are some of the challenges, both internally and externally, that you guys have noticed, and how are you navigating those?
So I'll say one that I can think of is like when we're building, right? That I've told you. But like externally was, it's cool when you know that, one person used it, right? Then now you want to build for many people, and now we're ambitious of not building for Nigeria or even we want to build for Africa and like open it for global. So that's where we started, because your problem changes as you grow.
True, very true.
First is like, okay, who will use it? Then we start getting like one or two within our circle, but like we want more people that would add more value, not just like people within our circle. Right. So it was talking to fashion entrepreneurs to adopt
the product,
because fashion is a very very traditional, right? Like industry, not too many technology. So some people do not really use any.
They don't see the need for it.
They don't use any tool at all. The ones that even try use maybe their notepad or maybe Excel. The one that maybe went to proper fashion school.
I hear you.
So now, how do you convince this person that's been doing this like this and everything has been working for them? You want them to start using and be pressing phone. They always say they don't have time. So that was like a huge challenge. So you're a business without resources. Like you don't have, you're using your own. You have to, and you're playing or be trying to build something or be in a space where like not too many people building what we're building, but like let's say like in the startup ecosystem, you're going to be you want to compete with like people like maybe indirect. Like you have to think outside the box. You can't do what everybody's doing because you don't have the resources that they have, right?
And plus, your business is a very unique one in that you can't adopt the playbook of many startups. You guys are very unique.
I joke around when people ask me, so like I'll tell them like building Stylebitt is like a gift and a curse, because like it's great, something great, unique, but you don't have anybody to copy.
Yes, exactly. No playbook, no competitor.
So everything you're doing, you're just trying. This will work. This will work. So what happened was, one key thing that we did was, we noticed that we cannot play the same game.
Okay.
Right, and do it the same way and go to everywhere everybody's going. So we have to find a path that will work for us. So where we noticed that these fashion entrepreneurs, they like to be in clusters,
right?
And we're building a digital tool.
Yeah,
we're looking for first adopters. Where do we think we will go to?
Yeah,
it means that these guys are not offline, they're online, right? So where do they stay online? Instagram and Facebook.
Okay,
so that's where we these guys stay online, but they're on Facebook.
Have you guys considered, and I'm pretty sure you probably have, going to associations? I know that they have like associations, right?
Yeah.
So maybe if you can get them from the top, the associations can now help promote your product to those at the,
all this thing is later now. But that time you're just thinking it one way.
Right.
Then later you start thinking of multiple ways how this thing will work. So we okay, let's go to, since if we meet somebody that's a digital native, it should be easier for them to download an app and use.
True, very true, actually.
But it's harder to convince somebody that. So okay, let's go to Facebook. We went to Facebook, and you notice that in one group, there are 100,000 people in fashion entrepreneurs just sitting there in one group. So then we started talking to admins of those groups.
Yes.
And that's how we started getting
fantastic
new people, and because it's something that's new, and these guys do not have tools that they use. This person will tell this person, this person will tell this person. So that's how we moved from we're struggling to get to 100, get to our 1,000 sign up. September 2023. So we dragged, and we're in 3,015.
Oh wow, nice.
At that time.
Yes.
Then coming into 2024, that's when a lot of people telling other people and other people, and before you know it, currently we're in 20 something thousand across 40 countries.
Wow.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
And before it's okay, let's just open it for a bit and maybe let's see people that we, before you know, it blew up.
No, I love the growth, and let me tell you this, maybe you've not heard it enough. You're growing at a steady pace organically because the product is great and solves an actual problem for people that, that when Facebook came out, people did not know they needed Facebook. And many of these fashion designers probably have not seen that there was a problem in their operations.
Exactly.
And that's what you guys are doing. You're telling them that you don't know you have this problem, but you do have this problem.
Exactly. So for some that see, they tell the next person, and the easiest way for people to use stuff is they see somebody using it,
and see how it's working for that
fashion
person.
entrepreneur using it, they tell them, and you just see feedback where did you hear it from? This somebody told me, this person told me. And so currently we're trying to. So I read this book called Prosperity Paradox.
Okay.
So I saw there's this thinking about how Toyota distributed their car, where they went to driving schools.
Okay.
So from driving school, if Toyota is the first car that you drive,
you have that emotional
so
attachment
I want to buy it as my first car.
Yeah, true.
So the goal is Stylebitt to be the first tool, if you've never touched any digital tool before, let Stylebitt be the first tool that you come across. So
I love that.
And so that way we're trying to work with communities that you mentioned, and then fashion schools. So from where they are, from the beginning as a living fashion school.
Yeah, they are being introduced to it. I love that. Get them, catch them young. Now tell us a bit about pricing. How have you guys navigated pricing and how to make money with Stylebitt?
So currently we've seen that there are different ways we can make money, but currently primarily it's just subscription.
All right.
And we have 3 tiers to use. So for the ones that you're a single entrepreneur, you're just starting, and you want 5 team members and a team of 10.
Okay.
Which is for bigger fashion houses. And if you need small, because at the end of the day you just see that when you're building, it's more you're consulting, because most of these companies they have unique things that they need.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's just So the thinking for most people, and we're happy when we hear it, is like, oh, it's simple to use, because the thinking is designing from when a customer come to your store.
Okay.
You take their measurements,
Yes.
take the order, send them an invoice.
Right.
So, well, in the future we plan to like add more things, because the goal is to build in that vertical, like fashion. A lot of people would ask, like, why fashion? Like, you can build for other SMEs,
Right?
Because it looks like it's a niche.
It's actually very niche. It's not a matter of it looks like. It is actually very.
But the thing
niche.
about this niche is a very big niche.
It is. It actually
like
is.
it's a $31 billion industry. So across lands, not too many people know. Like fashion is the highest employer of labor after like agriculture on the continent.
Oh, nice.
Across like the supply chain. So imagine building for the entire supply chain. People getting their fabric and all this thing like in the future.
You've mentioned that you have over 20-something thousand users now on your platform, even from other countries. What has it been like in terms of scaling? Now, I'm coming from the angle of outside investments, right? Because usually when startups want to scale to other markets, they seek external capital to help fast track that process. Where are you guys now in terms of raising? Are you looking to raise? Have you raised?
So currently we're talking. We're open to like talking to people, but like we're not like bullish on it. Like, we're talking, but like there's certain state that we want to get to. Like personally, like we have like personal
milestones. You want to
like
hit
we want to reach. First. So that will give us like more leverage. Like when we're talking to people, but aside that, it's been like a incredible journey because like I said, it's just you're just trying stuff. You don't know what will work, what would tick, and you reach a point where you just feel like when you're at the maybe early stage, your worry is who will use it. Then later it's like, okay, I need more users. Then later now you're thinking revenue. Like your problem change.
I hear you.
So basically, it's been like that interesting part. Like we're seeing people as far as India, Trinidad and Tobago.
Amazing.
Like.
Amazing.
Maybe Eritrea, like you'd be wondering, like, and it's just that this idea, like, okay, let's just open it and see, not just box ourselves and leave it to.
I hear you. Now, as we wind down, your journey as a founder is a very interesting one, right? Because you've come from so many places, right? And finding your roots now in the fashion tech space. Is very interesting how you got here. If you were to give an advice to aspiring founders, right, who are still maybe thinking of what industry to focus in, some people have passions for different things, and not just passions. Some people are actually skilled in doing so many different things, but they are not sure of what industry they should pour more of their time and resources into. What advice would you give to people like that?
Okay, so for founders, how do I put? Because like for me, right, like fashion has been like something that's always been there. Like it has always been like at the back of my head as I do whatever I do.
Right.
Design, fashion, like those are like key things that has always been like a back of my mind. So instead of thinking of like industry, I think you should focus on problem. So like even recently we were having this argument on Twitter, and somebody was saying that if you're building like a consumer product, you need like AI agents and stuff like that. And I just laughed because like I'm like being like in an AI community called AI Saturday Lagos. So like we've been running it for like 6 to 7 years now. So people just follow like trends. So instead, like how I answered like somebody and he was saying that no, you need it. I say you don't basically need it. What you need is solve a problem. And let that guide you to know if you need AI agent or not. It might be useful, but like sometimes it's just an overkill. Right. So people just follow like I understand why people follow trend, but like if you just focus on the problem, let that guide you. It takes you to it's easier that way than bringing the solution first and trying to fit it into something that would not Like,
right?
yeah,
Kind of like selling a solution to people that don't have a problem.
yeah. So like, it's harder.
Yeah.
It's harder that way.
It's been amazing having you on the show, Ibrahim. Thanks for taking out the time to share your journey with us.
Thanks for having me. I
We
really
hope
enjoyed
to
this.
do this another time because we're and I've been saying this to all my guests that have been coming recently. We are planning a live show soon, so we'll probably invite you guys on there. So we'll have like a live audience, and then we'll do this as a
We'll
group.
definitely come.
Amazing. Thanks so much. You've been listening to the Made in Africa podcast. I'm your host Kemishi Samuel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.